Ah, there you are. I've been doing some investigating of my own since we last parted. I believe I found our Lapis Maiden. The girl's name is Arabella, daughter of one Master Gegarumu, a prominent member of the East Aldenard Trading Company. Her eyes and hair a most exceptional shade of blue. Her beauty is the talk of the Sultanate. Her purported beauty, I should say. You see, none have actually seen the girl in the flesh. Apparently her father is the overprotective sort. Some say the maiden has never set foot outside the family's well-guarded estate. But all this is about to change. Rumour has it that the girl is to be wed, not just to anyone, mind you. To the heir of the Brugar Consortium. The formal announcement is set to be made at the commemorative feast, to be jointly hosted by the two family businesses. The venue is Costa del Sol, where preparations are about to begin as we speak. Word on the street is that the bride-to-be will be making a rare public appearance. It is here that the thief intends to strike. I can't be more certain of it. Piqued your interest, have I? My sources tell me that the bride's father is already in Costa del Sol, overseeing the preparations. This is one scoop I'm not going to miss, and you're welcome to come along. Okay, so I thought we were going to speak to Gegaruju, but no, we're speaking to somebody else. Guramu. You're not one of my associates. This banquet is for invited guests only. If you have no business here, be on your way at once. Beg your pardon, good sir. My name is Ellie, reporter for the Mithril Eye. If I might have just a moment of... Ah yes, the two-gill sensationalist rag. I read your tiresome screed about the self-styled Phantom Thief and his letter of challenge. If you have come to tell me my daughter is in danger, I can assure you that your concern is entirely unwarranted. I have not kept my Arabella safe to this day to see her whisked away from me by some fly-by-night rogue. I have spared no expense in securing the best protection that money can buy. The brass blades of the Gerbera, an elite unit of the most lethal swordsmen in the Sultanate. They say one of them caused a man's heart to burst just by looking at him askew. The moment they set their eyes on the would-be thief will be his last. If the thief is obliging enough to allow himself to be seen, or do those goggles serve some purpose other than making the wearer look utterly ridiculous? Consulting Inspector Bredian, your reputation precedes you. And what, pray tell, would you propose? I have promised some of my wealthiest men in the realm that my daughter will be attending the festivities. To renege on my word would have dire implications for the family trade. My proposal is a simple one. Entrust the investigation to me. The thief will be set in shackles before the banquet commences, and it will cost you not a whit of your precious gil. Very well. Let us see if your reputation is deserved. But consider yourself warned. Greater fortunes than you will ever know hinge upon this banquet. I will not tolerate any disturbances. Such touching concern for his coin purse. If only he could muster the same for his daughter. But do tell, Inspector, after he slipped under our noses the last time, what makes you so confident you can catch our thief this time round? Our man may boast 1,000 faces, but he has but a single modus operandi, and it is painfully obvious. A letter of challenge. A precious treasure whisked away for its rightful owner in the broad light of day. This tells me that our thief is an attention seeker with supreme confidence in his abilities. Doubtless he means to target the maiden using the same methods he used to abscond with the treaty blade. Even now, the fiend is in our midst, having assumed the identity of someone who will be close proximity to Miss Arabella at the feast. I have already narrowed the field. Arabella's betrothed, Vanez, would be an obvious target to our thief. So too would be his father, Morgant. Yaito Noto and his wife, Sayanaya, the guests of honor, will give a toast to the couple's happiness. Both will be standing close to the stage where the bride-to-be is set to appear. Needless to say, we can't rule out Gugurumu himself. Finally, we have Luenhart, a steward of Gugurumu's estate, and Miss Arabella's personal attendant. All the key players, save for the Lapis Maiden herself, have assembled in Costa del Sol. Doubtless the Phantom Thief lurks among them, his face concealed, gathering information and planning his course of attack. We will begin our questioning with our suspects immediately. Should you encounter any suspicious individuals, you are to report back to me at once. What? Oh, Hildebrand Mandeville. I could smell the stench of idiocy and incompetence from a mile away. The pleasure is all mine, contriving Inspector Brandier. Forgive me for not revealing myself sooner. I was simply conducting a bit of preliminary undercover investigative work. Yet to see through my ingenious disguise with such ease, yes, I dare say your powers of observation rival even my own. Fear not, friends. Hildebrand, agent of inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, have arrived to defend the maiden's honour, as only a Mandeville man can. He does realise this to a fish on his head, doesn't he? Good Inspector. I realise we have not seen eye to monocle in the past, but a fair maiden's virtue, mayhap her very life, is at stake. From one gentleman to another, let us put aside our differences. Yes, I would welcome your assistance in this case. Me assist you? Aren't you a funny man? Oh, it makes no matter. My plan is so flawless, not even your bungling can interfere this time. If you wish to assist me, you may do so by keeping watch over the suspects. In the meantime, I have a promising lead to investigate. I shall return before the banquet begins. While I know this may be asking much, do try not to do anything too stupid in my absence, will you? I would speak with you, but not here. I'll be waiting for you outside Costa del Sol. Come quickly, for we do not have the luxury of time. You've come, excellent. With the buffoon suitably distracted, we can get to more important matters. But before we proceed, what might I call you? An unremarkable name, but it will suffice. Now answer me this, Lilith. You were there when the Phantom Thief, in the guise of Lady Dorilda, stole off with the Treaty Blade. Was there anything about the foe's disguise that struck you as particularly noteworthy? The appearance was identical. The mannerisms were perfect. Let's go for the appearance. The obvious answer, and yet all too many. A certain self-styled gentleman comes to mind. Could not recognize a clue if it hit him upside the face. Your observation is astute. A thorough investigation of the mass left behind at the scene revealed a tiny prism sewn into the fabric. It is this stone that allows him to change appearances at will. Clearly, our man is no ordinary thief. Magics far outside the grasp of the common folk are at his disposal. This, in itself, gives us an insight into his identity and his ways. And yet, this is not what caught my eye. No, from movements to mannerisms, to that utterly obnoxious personality, the thief did not merely look like Lady Dorilda, he was her. Such a feat could not be accomplished by magic or trickery alone. We are dealing with a clever and thorough criminal. Not content to rely on his ample powers of disguise, he studies his targets closely before assuming their identities. He emulates them utterly and completely. Not even their closest friends or family could detect the aught was amiss. The key players arrived in Costa del Sol 3 days ago, when preparations for the banquet began. This would afford the thief more than enough time to study his would-be target. And yet some disguises are more challenging than others. Put yourself in the mind of our phantom, Lilith. If you were the thief, whose identity would you first assume? A brass blade? Yeah. Because they're not going to know who they are, to start with, and you can get close to people. Precisely. Clearly you are far less useless than the bumbling inspector whose company you keep. Strong in number, few of words, able to come and go as they please, a fearsome reputation to scare away any who would draw enough to realize something was amiss. An ideal entry into the Costa del Sol for our man. Deducing as much, I made a point to question brass blades in the area. Little to my surprise, I learned that there was one man who had not been seen at his favourite alehouse for 3 days past. Our thief has not made a habit of wanton murder. Doubtless the poor man is lying naked in a ditch not far from here. In addition to general security duties, each of the blades has been assigned to serve as a bodyguard for one or more of the guests. If the man can tell of his assigned charge, like as not, his answer will reveal the current identity of our thief. Our thief would not have had the time to carry the unconscious man far. I will canvass the immediate area. You begin your search on the outskirts of Costa del Sol. Excellent. You're one of the less incompetent assistants I've worked with. For the fact of gods, please free me from these chains before the snippers eat me alive. There. Now tell me all that you remember about what happened to you, and try to be brief. We just arrived in Costa del Sol. Had a briefing of sorts. Master Gugurumu gave us each of our orders, who'd be looking for, looking after, and the like. Had a mind to tour the area, get my bearings. Next thing I knew, I felt a whack on the back of my head. When I came to, here I was, stripped to my skivvies. Much to the chagrin of those who have to look at you. You say you received orders from Master Gugurumu? Who was to be your charge? My memory's hazy, but... one was Morgant, father of the Grim. The other was, a Lalafelian gent from Limsa. Yoto Noto. Now try your best to remember. Were there any other guests to whom you were ordered to interact? Come to think of it, yes. There was also the steward Leonhard. I was to review with him the schedule of events, discuss the protection of key supplies, that sort of thing. Morgant, Yoto Noto, and Leonhard. Thank you. For an incompetent fool, your testimony has proved astonishingly enlightening. I shall see this man back to the city and into the possession of some new clothes, after which I shall return to Costa del Sol to continue the investigation. Go on ahead of me. For the love of God, just make sure that the imbecile doesn't cause too much trouble in my absence. Ah, there you are, friend. Not a moment too soon, for I was about to commence my investigation in earnest. Tell me, did your inspector and Briardians of Avenue of Inquiry bear fruit? Morgant, Yoto Noto, and the steward Leonhard, you say? This does not surprise me. Yes, I had considered them all exceptionally suspicious from the start. With the Lapis Maiden in danger, we cannot afford a moment's delay. I, Hildebrand, shall have our feet in shackles before the inspector returns. Fear not, friend. The inspector shall be none the wiser. If he had hoped to nab the fiend for himself, he should not have simplified the task for me so. Ah, there is one of our suspects standing suspiciously under the canopy over there. Just you wait, friend. I shall rip the mask from your face and reveal you for the rogue you are. Oh. Stand back, friend. The man we pursue is a criminal mastermind. The merest slip of the tongue could put our case nay. Our very lives in danger. But have no fear, Miss Ellie. Ready your quill. The tune might record my every word as I employ the time-honoured art of parley, handed down from Mandeville men for ages past to reveal our foe. I can think of few topics that would interest my readers less than your blaverings. Just catch the Veep so I can have my story, would you? Don't worry, Inspector. I bought my quill in journal too. Your adoring fans won't miss a word. Capital. This is why you are my favourite assistant, Nashu. Now behold, as I ensnare our prey with a web of words leading to his inevitable demise. Good day, Master Gugurumu. And a fine day it must be for you most of all. Allow me to offer my heartfelt congratulations on your betrothal to the enchanting Miss Arabella. What is this nonsense? Arabella is my daughter. Just who in the seven hells are you, anyway? Guards! Now hold your chocobos, Gugurumu. I recognize the lad. This is Hildebrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire. Come to save the lovely lass from the clutches of the Phantom Thief, have you? I reckon we owe the man our gratitude, aye, Vans? The Phantom Thief? Bolded dash and rot, if you ask me. That said, my betrothed must be quite the beauty indeed to have such rumours told about her. Perhaps she's worthy of me after all. He exudes the unusual degree of confidence for such an effort. Fashion challenged youth. Most suspicious. He's a damn sight easier on the eyes than you. That's why Vans, ever calm in the face of danger, truly his father's son. However, he head to the Brugier Consortium and a worthy match for my daughter. I must say, yes, I will see many years of prosperity for our families. Or family, I should say. Ha! Which reminds me, Master Vans, Arabella asked me to convey her gratitude to you for the golden clasp you sent her some months ago. It has not left her neck since the day. Oh, that little trinket? 'Twas nothing. Tell your daughter, the greatest treasures in the realm will be hers once we are wed. So I just realised he's going to be marrying a Laravel. The time-honoured mandeville art of parley. We'd be sleeping with the fishes now had Morgan not spared copper on your behalf. That said, nothing about the interactions between the three struck me as particularly unnatural. Let us not rush to conclusions, Miss Ellie. A gentleman's fancy is a more methodical approach. Yes, everything is proceeding according to my master plan. Whoops, I was supposed to be taking the notes down, wasn't I? Everything is proceeding according to master plan. I sought only to earn the trust of the families before confronting Yolto Nolto and Leonhardt, who have aroused my suspicions from the start. Come, we have a feast to apprehend. I don't see your faces around here of the East Eldonite Trading Company, are you? Why yes, good sir, very much with them. Some might even say we are the East Eldonite Trading Company, ha ha ha. Oh no, oh, pleasure to meet you, do tell. Is the Lapis Maiden as lovely as they say? Sayonara here's no slouch herself. But like she's getting on in years, or no offense, indeed, my dear. Oh, but where are my manners, Yoto Noto, or the Brugier Consortium? This is my wife, Sayonara. I look forward to many profitable dealings with you, and yours in the moons and years to come. I dare say this wedding and the joining together of our family businesses couldn't be happening at a better time, what with all the manner of foul beasts and beastmen taking aim at our wares. Why, just the other day a shipment of imported foodstuffs was waylaid by the Mandragoras. Nasty buggers, a lot of them. If I were 20 years younger, I'd dice them up myself and make a salad out of them. Yeah, you have heard of the Mandragoras, have you not? But of course, I once spent a year honing body and mind with the Fist of Roga. My fellow monks and I would chant several hundred mantra. What's it today? Your food stores were occasionally raided by the ruthless band of rogue vegetables known as the Mandragoras, yes? Would it kill you to read the Mithril Eye and educate yourself from time to time? A fearsome lot they are. Rumour has it that they'll not rest until every fruit or vegetable harvested for consumption has been freed for captivity. Why, they struck at the larder here just days ago. Our supplies were decimated. Fear not, my lady. I was able to arrange for an emergency shipment to replace the stolen produce. It should arrive safely some time ago. Settle down, Senara. Forgive my wife. She's always saying how my meat is bad for a figure. And with that, I'd best go prepare my speech. Carry on, lads. Criminy, none of these three were suspicious in the least, but we must not give up hope, lest he of many faces have the last laugh. Where there is a will, there is a way. A gentleman shall find a way. Wait. Where there is a will, a gentleman shall find a way. Come, Nashu, we must move quickly, or the Lapis Maiden shall not be the only one to come to harm. You speak so fast, Inspector. The sign of a quick mind? I'm sure. Now, where was I? Give up hope? He may face... Many faces will laugh last. The Lapis Maiden shall not be the only one to come to harm. Not sure that captures the Inspector's intended meaning. But this is no time for us to be standing around, Inspector. Briarden will be back any moment now, and he's not the type to suffer excuses. Quite so, Miss Ellie. Fortunately, I have a plan. Let us investigate the foodstuffs of which Master Leonhardt spoke. Shall we find any contradictions in his testimony, we shall consider the man a prime suspect. Inspector Briarden will be back before long. Come, Nashu. There is no time to delay. Crates of assorted foodstuff and a veritable host of luscious looking coconuts. It appears that our man Leonhardt spoke true? Egads! Are these explosives? I spy concealed amongst these coconuts? Perhaps I spoke in haste. It would appear that we have found our phantom thief after all. Oh, those are mine, Inspector. I was looking for a place to set them down, you see, and those coconuts were looking awfully lonely. Nashu! Far be it from me to cast doubt on your choice of hobbies, but when in the name of 12 would possess you to bring your creations to an investigation? Well, they were so helpful in jogging your memory that one time. And I just thought, does this mean you won't be needing the piece of driftwood either? Your enthusiasm was always admirable, Nashu, but in this event I fear it's somewhat misdirected. Now set the driftwood down over there and concentrate on making your notes like the astute assistant you are. I say, we are most fortunate that confounding Inspector Briarden is otherwise occupied at the moment. Were he to chance upon the scene, he would veritably explode in rage. Now let us dispose of these things before an errant ember sends us all to a fiery demise. Confounding Inspector Briarden. Explode. Fiery demise. Got it. Are you sure about that? Oh, don't look now, but someone has returned to the absolute worst possible time. You two were supposed to be keeping an eye on the suspects, staying out of trouble, yes? The inspector will have a fit if he sees you here. But, Miss Ellie, should Inspector Briarden come upon these explosives, the consequences will be even more dire. Lilith and I will see that the inspector keeps a wide berth of speech. You two, just get out of here, and be quick about it. Quick thinking, Miss Ellie. Come, Nashu. We shall return to your creations once the Inspector Bryden has been laid safely from the scene investigation calls us. We must heed its cry. Sir Hildebrand has managed thus far not to destroy anything. Consider me something almost resembling impressed. Haha, indeed. But enough about Hildebrand. Lilith and I have been waiting to hear your latest theories. We should go somewhere quiet and... An excellent idea, Miss Ellie, and yes, that spot just over there by the crate should suffice. Ah! There of all places! But surely we could find somewhere more scenic. Not here on vacation. I'm here to solve a case. Besides, we cannot afford to have our conversation overheard. A junk-littered beach should afford us some welcome privacy. Yes, Inspector. Privacy, indeed. Bloody hells. Don't worry, Lilith. I'll figure out some way to lead him clear of the bombs. Why do the coconuts glow? Is it just me, or is there a bit of a chill in the air? Perhaps we should go someplace warm. I for one welcome a respite from the sweltering heat. Besides, this will not take long. If you insist, Inspector. Hello. But it's a fuse, it needs a fuse, and no one's gonna light the fuse. Through the questioning of a brass blade attacked by our quarry, I have identified the 3 individuals most likely to be our thief in disguise. To wit, Morgant, Yalto Nolto, and Leonard. The 3 of us shall split up to each and keep watch over them. Aha! Are you two listening? Of course we are. Beg pardon, Inspector. You look unwell, Miss Ellie. Perhaps you were right. I too feel a chill wind blowing in. Mayhap we should continue our conversation elsewhere. But there is no need. Wait here. I shall build us a fire. He thinks the Inspector has taken leave of his senses. The chance of locating suitable kindling on these barren shores is infinitesimal. Except for this big stick here. Here we are. This piece of driftwood should serve perfectly, and as fortune would have it, just happens to have a flint stone on my person. Oh God. There's no cause for alarm. 'Tis not blood that courses through the Inspector's veins, but ice. I could not fathom a series of events that would lead such a calm and composed individual to lose his firm grip on that fiery torch. Remarkable insight, Inspector. I must record these words for prosperity. Where? It's flying. Hmm? What have we here? Everything is proceeding according to my master plan. Idiots. Could this be another challenge from the fiend? No. Surely you jest, Inspector. I look stuff like his usual cards. See? Doubtless it's just the idle ravings of some madman. Perhaps so, but we must exercise due caution. Ah, there are 2 more pages. No. Give up hope? He of many faces will laugh last. It is not the Lapis Maiden alone that shall come to harm. It is more direct than his previous challenges, but there could be no doubt as to the sender. But what is it, this talk of another victim? The final page holds the answer, no doubt. And it'll be him. He'll get scared and drop the torch. Damn it! The final page? Confounding Inspector Briardin will meet a fiery demise! Ah! Yes. Do something right and save Ellie! I was gonna burn his ass. Oh. Ooh. Or maybe not. Okay, well he can't move now. Oh fuck. How are we gonna talk our way out of this? No! You saw through the fiend's ruse, but how? Let's just call it reporter's intuition. Are you hurt? A ringing in my ears, but otherwise no worse for wear. You have my gratitude. It's gonna turn into a romance. Hildebrand, Mandeville, were you able to learn aught of the fiend who made this ignoble attempt on my life? I exhausted every effort, Inspector, yet I fear our quarry proves ever elusive. Excellent. I might have died of shock if you had. At any rate, our foe has revealed himself as no mere thief, but a madman who will resort to cold-blooded murder. We must redouble our vigilance, lest the others come to harm. Vigilance. Yes, vigilance is the order of the day. What in the name of the gods? Fowl's teeth. Those vegetables cost a fortune and they're ruined. Ruined! Agent of inquiry. More like agent of injury and incompetence. You have to replace the supplies you destroyed before the banquet begins, or I will see the entire lot of you rotting gall. What was that terrible explosion coming from the beach? Is everyone safe? Fear not, the fiend's artless attempt on my life has been thwarted. Sadly, your food supply did not escape unscathed. Master Gugurumu bids the damaged ingredients be replaced with all speed. Gods! This is no thief, this is a madman! As for replacing the ingredients, I fear that it will prove a difficult task. Those crates contained imported vegetables of considerable rarity, you see. Vegetables that are in particularly short supply these days, but with the mandragoras at large. Even if I were to place the order immediately, it would likely take days to arrive. The mandragoras. I've heard of that foul band. Tell me, what manner of vegetables did they steal? The rarest was an import from the Far East. I do not recall the name, but it will very closely resemble the Eorzean dragon pepper, save for its colour, which was a deep purple. Methinks you dost worry too much, Master Leonhardt. Of course, of action is clear. We need only storm into the den of these overgrown weeds and steal your precious purple dragon peppers right back. I would advise against that, Inspector. These are no ordinary mandragoras, but rather a bloodthirsty band of killers given succulent flesh. Even the brass blades of the Gebura proved unable to resist them. Oh, a formidable foe indeed. Were only there a brave soul in our midst with want of taking on fearsome enemies, with not a shred of concern for her own well-being. Your eyes, friend, they speak to me. They say I, yes I, shall vanquish these rogue vegetables and deliver the purloined goods back to the rightful owner. You are truly a godsend, adventurer. One Santamor of the Yellow Jackets has been charged with defending the roads from the Mandragoras. If anyone would have knowledge of the current whereabouts, it would be him. Without those ingredients, Master Gugurumu is like to cook me instead. Please, friend, you're my only hope. A gentleman would never let a lady face danger alone. Let us away till limbs are together. If you've come for the Mandragoras, I fear you're half a bell too late. As were we all. Blast it. To hear the poor merchant tell it, no sooner had he opened the cargo hold to check on the shipment of vegetables, then did an onion turn on him, screeching bloody murder. Fled his own vessel in sheer terror, he did. By the time he came to his senses, it had set sail without him. The merchant left for Aleport, hoping to recoup his losses. If you've a mind to go after the culprits, you might lend an ear to his sad tale. Ah, is the thrill of the chase not invigorating, friend? The ferry docked by a fisherman's bottom will carry us to airport. Let us be swiftly on our way. Eh, don't sneak up on me like that. I thought you were a thorough turnip and murderous eggplant, or something like that. I think I jest here. You'd be singing a different tune if I shot a tomato juice almost took out your eye, as it did mine. My eye? By the time I'd regained my wits, they'd already set sail on my ship, and my livelihood. I'm ruined. Ruined! If I never see another bleeding onion until the end of my days, it'll be too soon. Tim, most say it, the mandragoras are a nasty lot, a right pain in the ass to farmers and provisioners the realm over, but let me tell you, friend, that ain't the least of it. Freeing their fellow fronds from our larders and tables is but the beginning. The bulbous blackguards have a far grander scheme. Revolution. Madness, you say? Take a ferry to the Isles of Umbra and see with your own eyes a veritable vegetable kingdom where eggplants and turnips rule with an iron fist. Huh? This muscle-bound fellow with the dim expression. I could swear I've seen his face somewhere before. Bugger me. If it ain't the undead overlord what fancies himself a gentleman inspector. Which would make you... could it be? The adventurer, the bested, the thieving duelist in single combat? Well, bugger me and call me Inspector. Tell me, is it true the duelist travelled with a demon bird whose crow could split the heavens? But that's neither here nor there. Look, I don't know about you, but I ain't so keen on the notion of calling a bloody tomato your grace. And that's exactly the fate we're in for if we don't nip this revolution in the bud. And I mean that literally. As we speak, the mandragoras are planting themselves a whole army of their own kind on the Isles of Umbra. You'd be doing the whole realm a favour if you could go there and uproot them before the harvest comes. Many a case have solved in my day, but I've not matched wits with sentient plant life before. This should prove quite exhilarating. To the Isles of Umbra. Why is it talking to me into PlayStation? Oh, hostile gaze. Hey, I don't speak PlayStation, so I know what that means. Like at least some kind of Final Fantasy cheat codes? Well, these can't be cheat codes. I like that they reuse areas. They keep going back to them. Like the people in charge of World of Warcraft they need to play Final Fantasy XIV and learn how to make content for people. Because the game reuses locations a lot, reuses characters a lot, and you got so much for a casual player. The community doesn't really feel toxic. And if people are being toxic, they get... oh dear. They get shunned. And it helps there's no damage meters in the game. And although there's a gear score, I mean... it doesn't... like, it just... I don't know, it just doesn't become an issue. I guess because if you harass people, you are likely to get banned from the game. And who's going to risk getting banned from the game they're playing because of their hostile attitude? And those people who are being hostile all the time, they get booted off, so you get rid of them anyway. Friend, my pursuit of the mandragores has led me beneath the surface. Yes, they must be down here. Somewhere. The Mandragora Encounter. So it's not just PlayStation, there's other symbols too. Let's sync then. Whoa, there you are. Let's take out the Queen. Uh oh. Holy! Oh my god. This is cool, like... these are outfits though. Oh god. Wait, am I the evil boss that they're trying to defeat? This feels like a party versus me. That's one down. Well, down goes the Jester, just as last. I like these outfits though. Those are really cool designs. Oh, we're just gonna abandon him? Well, okay, fair enough. I'm happy with that. See you later, Hildebrand. You return. I feared you might end up a nasty snack for a crazed head of cabbage. stolen foodstuffs. You've saved my hide today. Oh, but I must see if those purple dragon peppers are intact. Master Gugurumu is quite particular about his seasonings. Oh, can I come too? I've never seen a purple dragon pepper before. Oh no, we have to just blow it up. That wild vegetable chase was a pleasant diversion, but it is time we return to the case now. There must be some clue that yet eludes us. God, the peppers have changed colour. Oh. What's this? Peppers that possess the same powers of disguise as our many-faced foe. A gentleman must needs investigate. No, that probably means the seeds have been changed. Possibly. I don't know, maybe? A striking shade of blue, quite far from the purple the Master Leonhard described. Perhaps we recovered the wrong crate? But look here, Inspector. The crate is clearly marked for Costa del Sol. How curious. Did I say purple? I meant purplish blue. You're the fake! Oh! You're the imposter! I meant purplish blue or bluish purple. The two colours are really quite similar when you think about it. These peppers have a most distinct hue. No man could reasonably mistake it for any shade of purple. Unless, of course, he was wearing a very particular sort of eyewear at the time. Stop him! The charade is up, after the man. It is as I suspected all along, the goggles have proved the key to cracking the case. With speed, Nashu, the fiend must be brought to justice. Who got to him? Or is this the real one? Who just left here? You can run, but you cannot... Ah! Aha! If you thought you could outsprint this Mandeville man, you were sorely mistaken. For pilfering a priceless blade, threatening a maiden's virtue, and untold crimes against the law-abiding citizens of Eorzea, I, Hildebrand, agent of inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, hereby place you under arrest. Done in by a snipper. A fitting end for an ignoble thief. Let us see what lies behind the mask. Where am I? Who are you? Ha! Playing the fool will avail you not. I suggest you come willingly. A gentleman is not given to violence, but should you attempt to resist, I disavow responsibility for any shattered skulls and broken bones. Wait, I remember now. I was on my way to meet with Miss Arabella when... Miss Arabella! I must find her at once. Ah, my head. So is this the real Llewellyn? Or is this a double bluff? It would seem that this man wears no mask. This is the true Leeuwenhoek. I swear on my life that it is so. I was en route to the estate in Wineport when one of the brass blades on patrol approached me. We exchanged greetings, and in the next instant he turned on me. I fought desperately to defend myself, even managing to drive a kitchen knife into the man's right hand. In the end, though, he proved too strong for me. Now that you mention it, the imposter was wearing gloves. I knew there was something suspicious about him. There is still time before the banquet begins. Knowing our quarry, he has doubtless already assumed a new identity. And yet he could not foreseen this turn of events. It is unlikely that he had time to thoroughly research his new target. Most importantly, we now know that the thief suffered a wound to his right hand. We need simply return to Costa del Sol and examine the hands of all present. An excellent plan, Inspector. While you do so, we shall accompany Leeuwenhoek back to the estate, that he might ensure Miss Arabella's safety. Oh. Uh-oh. I have found you, my little ones. Let me guess. You seethe with anger at those that took from you what is yours. These guys are cute. These guys are too cute. Then it would appear our goals are in accord. Make for Costa del Sol and await my orders. When the time is right, revenge will be yours. I want one of these as a minion. I want that one. Or all these ones too. Maybe that one. Maybe that's the only one I dislike the most, I guess. So all these will be fine. I hope I can get one as a minion. The game is afoot, inspectors. Now, what mask shall I wear to the ball? I mean, if you can get rid of him, the one you probably would want to choose would be Inspector Brindinier? Whatever his name is. Miss Arabella, what are you doing out here? You must return to the estate at once. Oh, Lewin, always a warrior. Your concern is touching, but I am a woman grown. Besides, I just wanted to see the flowers. Lovely though these flowers may be, they are unsightly weeds when measured against your beauty. I'm Hildebrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire. Please, call me Hildy. The pleasure is mine, my lord. Much have I heard of your deeds. Tell me, are these rumours of a many-faced thief true? I fear they are, Miss Arabella. But steel your gentle heart, for as long as Hildebrand is on the case, the fiend shall not lay a twisted finger upon you. This I swear on the Mandeville name. The gods smile on me indeed. To such a strong and handsome gentleman as my champion, And yet... You seem pensive, my lady. Is something the matter? To tell the truth, this marriage has been arranged against my wishes. I do not love Vance. Why? I have not even met him. He sent me this clasp as a betrothal gift. A treasure for my treasure. I wear it always, the message said. I do not care how beautiful it is. It might as well be a golden shackle. Miss Arabella, you must not say such things. An arranged marriage to a youth you have not even met? Unconscionable. Father says that this marriage must happen. It is for the future of the family trade. Spoken like a true Olden. But if I may be bold, milady, would I be correct in assuming that you and your father are not related by blood? Well, my brother gave it away. Quite so. Father found me amongst the beggars on Pearl Lane when I was just a babe. He took me in and raised me as his own. He took Lewin in as well, though as servant rather than son. You may think Father cold and a miserly man, but to me, he is the man who gave me warmth and hope where I had none. I will learn to love Vance, if that will make Father happy. You cannot be serious, Miss Arabella. You are a beautiful young woman, with your whole life ahead of you. Surely you would not have to look far to find a gentleman with whom you would rather spend the rest of your days. If I have to spend another hour with you, I'm like to lose my wits. But anyway, we should return to Costa del Sol and see how the inspector's investigation fares. I as well. I must prepare for the banquet. Farewell, friends. We've not a moment to lose, friend. The time of our final confrontation with the fiend is nigh. Our foe has doubtless assumed a new identity, but have no fear. Upon our return to Costa del Sol, I shall employ the time-tested mandeville art of parley to cut through the fiend's flimsy facade. 'Tis an art that I would impart to you as well, friend, though there will be time enough for that once our foe is in shackles and Miss Arabella is safe. No doubt it shall prove as invaluable in your adventures as it has in my investigations, or failing that, serve to entertain you when you have nothing better to do. But I digress. A gentleman must away to Costa del Sol. The fair maiden's life hangs in the balance. Nashu, Miss Ellie, with me. So I picked up my own little member of the Mangadorable. And yeah, it did cost me around half of my gil, but look, so cute. I managed to get the one I wanted. In fact, you can get them all on the marketplace, on the market board. Pricey, but worth it. Inspector Bryden, I have seen to the maiden's safety. Miss Arabella will be along soon. How fares your investigation? I have canvassed the grounds, but none of the guests are concealing their hands. How can this be? The thief must be somewhere. Miss Arabella just left her estate, I hear. I suppose we'll find out soon enough if her beauty is truly a match for our own. Hee hee. There's no time. With all the thief in custody, we cannot risk allowing Miss Arabella to take the stage. Whoa, you're wearing gloves, mate. And so is Mandeville. And so am I! Maybe I'm the killer! But Inspector, Vance and his family will not take kindly to his betrothed's absence. Actually, so is Ellie. That is not of my concern. Besides, doubtless, the inspector here will think of something. Me? What do you propose? You're the expert at creating diversions. Can't you just knock something over, blow something up, or like you always do? Inspector Bryden, I knew the day would come for you to recognize my melee talents. Were I not Master Vance? Yes, for the sake of the maiden, a gentleman will do what must be done. The poor sop lacks even the wits to know he's being insulted. There's a Dusker hand. We must find a way to conceal Miss Arabella's true identity. Not far from here are the servants' quarters. There should be a change of clothes lying about. What about the hair, though? Perfect. Lilith, find some suitable ordinary garb and deliver it to Miss Arabella outside the gates. I shall proceed with the investigation. Won't hide her hair. Oh, that's one creepy looking chocobo. Looks like it's all clockwork and things. Huh. Has the Lapis Maiden arrived yet? I simply must look upon her beauty for myself. Seventh garb, you say? I much prefer what you're wearing, but we certainly have enough rags to go around. Here you go. Do of them as you will. Greetings, friend. Oh, what is this you have for me? Servant's garb? But why? Miss Arabella, with the thief still at large, the risk of letting you be seen is too great. Change into these clothes and promise that you will not leave my sight. Of course, killer. Thief. Whatever you are. But the ceremony. Father will be furious. And Lord Vance. We are dealing with a man who tried to blast me to the heavens, and almost succeeded. We cannot exercise enough caution. As for the ceremony, I have entrusted the matter to a certain gentleman. You need only concern yourself with your own safety. We should do as the inspector says. Miss Arabella, your life is more important than this marriage, or whatever profits your father stands to gain of it. Lewin, if father heard you say such things... I should have said them a long time ago. By not doing so, I've put your life in danger. But besides, we have not one but two skilled inspectors on the case. It will not be long until the fiend is brought to justice. Very well. I shall retreat to the carriage. Pray wait for me there. It looks more like a wagon to me, but okay. My apologies for the delay. What should I do with the banquet dress, Inspector? Lilith, bring Miss Arabella's dress to that bumbling inspector. I dare not speculate as to how he intends to see to his task, but I would imagine he requires all the help he can get. Now let us return before the festivities begin. Ah, you return? Me? I was in the act of formulating a master plan to distract Master Vans at the ceremony. Is there aught I might do for you? Why, this is Miss Arabella's dress. I must admit to some confusion as to what to do with it, but worry not, I shall take it into safekeeping. And with that, I must attend to Master Vans before the ceremony begins. Worry not, friend. I assure you that Inspector Bryden and I have the situation entirely under control. Why not find yourself a seat and enjoy the festivities? Oh, I don't mind if I do. What are you gonna do? Oh. Oh. Oh, okay. I thought... Okay. Fine, I sit here. Curses, how am I supposed to find my man with all these people milling about? Friends, family, business associates, 'tis an honour and a pleasure to welcome one and all to Costa del Sol for today's feast. Co-hosted by the Bruguiere Consortium and the East Oldenard Trading Company. We trust that you've been enjoying fine food, fine spirits, and profitable conversation. The Lapis Maiden. If even half the tales of her beauty are true, Vans is the luckiest bastard in the realm. Yolto Noto, Sainana, honoured guests. It is a great pleasure to announce the betrothal of my son, Vans, future heir of the Bruguiere Consortium, to Arabella, a daughter of Master Gugurumu, and of the East Aldenard Trading Company. The couple would exchange their eternal vows here today, that the happiness that is theirs may usher in a new era of prosperity for one and all. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present my son's lovely bride, the Lapis Maiden, whose beauty minstrels will sing for ages to come. Damn you, Hildebrand Mandeville, you had one job. She's beautiful. Huh. Was the rabble expecting otherwise? She is my bride, after all. My lady, they say your beauty transcends even the boundaries of time. When we are wed, you'll want for nothing. Pray give me your hand unto me. My sun and stars, yes, 1,000 times yes, I am yours, and you shall be, and I am yours and shall be forevermore. What have they done to my bride, you cross-dressing deviant? Ouch. How do you know that's not your bride? You should have dyed it her. Oh, not quite what I had intended, but I suppose it serves our purpose. Fear not, ladies and gentlemen, for Miss Arabella is safe and sound. I, Hildebrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, have but assumed the maiden's appearance to ensnare the vile fiend who would take aim at her life. Well, I'm sure it tricked him. The fiend who now lies defensively before me. The game is up, Vans. Or shall I call you by another name? The Thief of Many Faces. Is he wearing gloves? Oh, he is. But me, the thief? Are you mad? It appears my masterful deductions have proved beyond the grasp of your mind. Very well. Allow me to elucidate. While there is not a soul in the realm who has not heard the tales of Miss Arabella's beauty, there are but two men here in Costa del Sol who have gazed upon her lovely visage before today. Her father, Gugurumu, and her steward, Leonhardt. As you yourself admitted on multiple occasions, Master Vans, you are to have your first glimpse of your bride-to-be today. Considered in this light, would you not say your reaction upon seeing my face was most unnatural? Who else could you see through my ingenious disguise? Who could know at a glance that I was not your fair maiden? None save you, ye of 1,000 faces. And anyone else with half their wits about them? How dare you make a mockery of my wedding day? Guards, arrest that pervert at once, lock him up in gaol, and throw away the key. Arabella? Oh, thank the gods you're safe. Come with me quickly. There's a dangerous madman about. Maybe he is a thief. Perhaps he was right after all. A glove on his right hand. Could it be? He was right. So why aren't you apprehending the dude? Oh, that's what we wanted? Oh, fair enough. Ahaha! The man is a fool! But it would have behooved you to listen to him. Alas, you did not. And what is yours is now mine. That's the thief! Stop wasting your time with the imbecile and arrest him! Well, he's not so much an imbecile now, is he? Aww. Oh no, the adorable veggies. Really? You came all this way for me? You love me. You really, really love me. The attention is most flattering, but I've taken what I came for, and now I must away. My lords, my ladies, till we meet again. I mean, this was just some gaudy necklace that she didn't want anyway. She hated the thing. So I guess it all turned out well. I hear that the real Vans was found bound and gagged in a storage room. Truly, Miss Arabella, I am sorry. For what, milady? The banquet was more exciting than I could ever have hoped for. Vans and his father were furious, of course, and our marriage has been called off. Yay! But perhaps it is for the best. I would find my own way to make father happy by living my life as I would live. It is you, Inspector Hildebrand, who taught me this lesson. For the love of the gods, somebody find him a change of clothes. But one thing still puzzles me. The thief's challenge said he would steal a lapis maiden's virtue, yet in the end, he took only her neckpiece. Now that you mention it, Master Gugurumu told me about the clasp when I first arrived, engraved with the mark of the Sun Goddess. It is one of the most treasured pieces from the Bruguière collection, known by many as Azuma's virtue. The maiden's virtue indeed. When the next challenge comes, we must take extra care to read between the lines. You don't even know where you're going. Oh, is it going to hit it this time? Oh no, not Arabella. Oh, no! Over here, Inspector. It says, Major Look. So there's another one. The back of his head. Nice. Shame he murdered the poor onion. The fiend plays us for fools. Give that to me once. Oh. Well, he's made out of steel. When next we meet, I shall come to claim the victor's spoils. Huh. Another riddle. If nothing else, it appears the thief has abandoned any foolish notions of my assassination. Still, we must ever be on guard. The fiend attempted to murder once, he may very well do so again. Verily, Inspector, I must agree, one can never be too wary when dealing with a murderer. Hear me, man of 1,000 faces. You sealed your fate when you called me out by name. Mark my words, when next we meet, you'll be mine. Yes, it was the Phantom Thief who was to blame for that bomb. Truly, verily, indubitably the platform thief. Most certainly. Ha 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 ha. You have unlocked the Parley minigame. Entertain yourself as many a Mandeville man has before you by opening the toy chest in any inn room. To the victor goes a priceless treasure. While the smile of a champion holds secrets untold, are 8 legs better than 2? Can a manful man triumph over terrors and win the day? The key to the next case is also the key to the storeroom. Be sure not to lose it. Wait, it's a real key and figurative one at the same time? Is that even possible? I guess we'll find out next time. You have acquired a toy chest containing several minigames. Visit an inn room to try your hand at these popular Eorzean pastimes. Okay, so there's the toy chest. Okay, what's parlay? Was it just a match free? Wait. What? What am I doing? Am I just collecting them all? I'm supposed to go for the highest one, so okay. I lose? So just go for the highest number. Is that what I'm to do? Okay, I won. Jigsaw puzzle. It's weird. They put this shit in the game. Oh my god. What do you mean that was right? Yeah, that was just a guess. the other side? This is like I don't know what's quite nice. Oh, it's side piece, so I have one. So this one? Could be that. Oh, that's not. No? Oh, that's again. What is? Let's go with that. Ah, middle side. Is there a possibility of filling out? Say some red, isn't red yet? Oh, okay. Yeah, there we go.